The Comma in Sports Network.
Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Take a seat, sit back, relax. Put your feet up, grab a drink because you need one after watching what the hell we were just unfortunately forced to watch tonight. Family, 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 family. Where do we start, family? Tonight was the most disappointing game by New Orleans Saints team in years. I'm talking about years. The Ravens game on that Monday night a few years ago was not as bad as tonight. Tonight, in front of a national audience, the New Orleans Saints showed the world, showed the National Football League, showed who that nation that it's over. It is over. The New Orleans Saints must begin a painful rebuild. They must gut the entire building. Everyone must go. Tonight, Darren Rizzi proved that he is not the guy for the job. Prime time, Monday Night Football, Lambeau Field, Green Bay. And you bring this product out on the field and put on display before the nation, not only embarrassing themselves, but embarrassing the Who Dat Nation. Because make no mistake about it, what we just watched for 3.5 hours was downright embarrassing. But it is needed. And we are here in this position right now because the Saints made the wrong hire 2.5 years ago. And now we have to count on the same brain trust to orchestrate and to direct us into the future. After witnessing it tonight, I am more concerned, more uncertain about the future than I had ever been in decades. At least when I was young, the New Orleans Saints were bad. I knew they had bad management, they had bad coaching, they had bad players. Tonight's version that the New Orleans Saints put on the field reminded me of those days. No Alvin Kamara, no Chris Olave, no Rashid Shaheed. You lost Eric McCoy. You were playing this game tonight without a left guard and without a right guard. Now, their ass was there in bodies, but in performance and ability, Louis Patrick should be cut, should not return this team. And the New Orleans Saints, it's time to move on from Cesar Ruiz. At this juncture of the season, Trevor Penning Yeah, I know he gave up that one pressure and sack, but Trevor Penning is a better football player than Cesar Ruiz. Trade him. Get what you can for him. Everything is on the table except number 41. Everything else is on the table. The Saints do not have a starting cornerback on this team. They do not have a starting cornerback on this team. They need safety help. They need linebacker help. And once again, they got exposed with their run defense. They need interior defensive help. They need consistent pass rushers. Carl Granderson got paid. Where's Carl Granderson been since he got paid? Juwan Johnson got paid. Where's Juwan Johnson been since he got paid? Now, make no mistake about it, those two young men, they earned those paydays. But since they received that money, where has they played? Have they elevated? Have they gone the opposite direction? There is nobody on the New Orleans Saints defense tonight that posed any kind of fight. Any. The most upset, the most passion I saw tonight was when Colin Sanders was upset because Alontae Taylor tried to take a potential intercept out of his hands. That was the most energy that defense showed all night, and that was just from him. So 2025 can't come fast enough for me. We got 2 more weeks of this. Spencer Rattler showed promise. He showed some plays. He showed some promise. But he also showed, hey, he's a rookie with little or no experience. He made bad. You got to hold on to the ball, son. You got to hold on to the ball, and that intercept Pete threw what he predetermined coming out the huddle, because he didn't go through any of his progression and just threw the damn ball down. And they had a safety over the top cornerback playing the trail position and an outside corner that slid over and picked the ball off because he didn't go through his progressions. He had predetermined his head where he was going with the ball. Back to the offensive line, atrocious. Oh, I'm not finished. Ali Udo should be cut. Lemieux should be cut. Who should the new coach of the New Orleans Saints expect that? Kendre Miller is a keeper. Kendre Miller is a keeper. I will bring Foster Moreau back. I will move on from Juwan Johnson. I will move on from Juwan Johnson. I said it. I will move on from Juwan Johnson. Can't count on him. Not consistent. Mason Tipton should not be back on this team. Mason Tipton in preseason, the talking camp. The hell with that. What do you do when the lights are on? Nothing. I know we were out Shaheed. I know we were out Olave. We were out Alvin. But damn it, you're in the National Football League. This is your opportunity. And no one tonight took advantage of the opportunity that was before them. Now, as an offensive play caller, yes, Clint Kubiak was down, was dealt a bad hand. Okay, injuries are part of the game. But as a play caller, you should know your personnel. You should know their strengths and their weaknesses. Clint Kubiak can go to. He needs to go to. One is enough. We don't need anybody coming back from this, from the inner Sean Payton's regime. We don't need any resemblance of anyone on this team from the Dennis Allen era. No one. No one. I would rather sit down here in 2025 knowing that our team, that we'll be lucky and fortunate enough to win 5 games than to have the expectations that this team has had the last 2.5, the last 4 years, which they have failed to make the playoffs, by the way, and keep coming up short. This is over with. All of you who wanted to rebuild, who said tear it down, the tear down happened tonight. That shit was ugly. It was embarrassing to watch. There are a lot of players who should not be returned to this team. Some players need to call it a career. Tyron look awful tonight. Demario Davis was 2 steps slow tonight for the time. Cam flash, but it's time. Colin Saunders, 2 play. He had the batted ball. He had a tackle in the backfield. Okay, rotational piece, but I wouldn't be upset the Saints moved on from Colin Saunders. Has he been a needle mover? Has he been an impact player for them? No. Nathan Shepard, move on from him. Saints might as well play Isaiah Foskey, a 2nd-round pick. Yeah, I was high on him too. I was high on him. That is only playing on special teams. See, what you got to use. Put him out there. See what you got. Evidently, you don't have nothing because he just playing special teams. I don't never see him get a snap on defense. You had a former 1st-round pick out there, Payne Turner. Did nothing. Move on from him. He ain't got to come back either. Brian Bresee can come back. You rushed out and you signed Pete Werner, so Pete Werner will be back. Outside, offensive side of the ball. Eat the money. Eat the money with Derek Carr. Eat it. Broncos did it. Eat it. Why not? This team needs a fresh start. They need a new verse. They need new ideas. They need a breath of fresh air. They need someone to come in with fire and brimstone. They need someone who is hungry, who is passionate, and who will not accept mediocrity, and who will not accept players underachieving. That was an ill-prepared football team we watched tonight. The Rizzy love is over with. He is not the guy. It was a resounding no. And I'm glad that shit is over with. I don't want any resemblance of Dennis Allen. I don't want Joe Woods back. I don't want none of them. The hard fact is this, family. Right now, the New Orleans Saints are the worst team in the NFC South. And what we saw tonight, they may be, ain't no maybe. What we saw tonight, we are despite the record having 5 wins, we're the worst team in the National Football League. The Panthers have surpassed the New Orleans Saints. Not just because they won last week. Look at the last 7, 8 games that team has played. Look at the fight. Look how close they've been. Though outman. How they stood up to the Eagles. How they fought with the champion Kansas City Chiefs. How they went out yesterday and eliminated the Arizona Cardinals from the playoffs. Their arrow is pointing up. Our arrow is pointing down because we don't have a head coach. We don't know who the head coach is going to be. I just pray that they actually have man, shout out, man, to John Hendricks, man, and Ross Jackson as I was following them tonight, man. I hope they're right. I hope it is a wide net of candidates that they look at. You can throw all the names out there you want. It's been reported that Ben Johnson, top choice, might be the Chicago Bears. Fine. Because first things first, we don't need anyone who does not want to be in New Orleans. We don't need anyone who just wants to take the Saints' job because the job that they wanted, they didn't get. We need that passionate person, that person that wants the job, that wants to be the head coach, that wants to be the person that revives the New Orleans Saints and gets them back to being one of the top teams in the National Football League. Now, early in the season, I was saying I didn't want any retread. Damn it, right now, all I want, family, all we want, all we need, all we deserve is the right person. This is so important. This hire, this all-important hire in the offseason of the head coach could set this team up for failure for decades, or could set this team up for success for decades. Now, it's not going to be overnight. I know we look at Houston last year. See their success. Wow. What does that happen? If it happened to Houston, it can happen. That don't happen everywhere. It's all about the right person. The Saints need the right person. Then that person, whoever that person is, I don't care if it's an offensive coach, defensive coach, I don't care. Long as he's the right person, long as he is a leader of men, long as he's a person that holds everyone in the building accountable, and downright, most importantly, himself. Long as he is one that's all about team and would take the swords for his team and not throw his team under the bus. Next. No, Saints got shut out tonight. The first shutout in 2024 season happened tonight in the National Football League. And what you know, it'll be the Saints. Spencer Rattler has two, maybe. I don't know. They might go back to Jake Hayner next week. Who cares? Really, who cares? Like I say, I think there's something to Spencer Rattler, but tonight, man, it makes me sit there and it makes me say, move on from both of them too. But especially Hayner, yes. There's still something I see in Rattler. I don't know, family. I don't know about it, but Saints need a total rebuilt QB run. Eat that money from Derek Carr. You ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere with him. Now, the thing is, will the Saints eat that money? Probably not. So Derek Carr will be the starting quarterback next year. Unless the man that the Saints hire says, hey, one of the stipulations for me taking this job is that, hey, I have to have free reign over to sell my roster. And I got to have my own quarterback. And I'm not a fan of Derek Carr. I don't want Derek Carr. I'm willing to eat that money. So what does that do? That puts the pressure on who? That puts the pressure on your scouting department. Your assistant GM, Jeff Ireland, who's still living off the 2017 draft. That shit's over with. You're egotistic, stubborn, disrespectful, gum-chewing GM who is to blame for what the hell we had to sit through tonight because he orchestrated this. He put this together along with the former head coach, Dennis Allen. They put that mess that we just had to sit through together. And now we got to sit here and count on this man to try to rectify his wrong, a wrong that he's not going to say he's wrong. Hell, he didn't even want to fire Dennis Allen. He was upset because the owner said, hell no, he got to go. I'm going to open up the lines, family, and I'm going to let y'all come in and express your feelings, because tonight, reality just set in tonight, family. That's what it is. Reality just set in. It's just reality. And the reality is we wanted it. It ain't, listen, it ain't going to be pretty. I don't know how it's going to turn out. We don't. But know this. Wear these colors with pride, man. If you're second lining, if you're two-stepping and you're jumping around when everything's good, I know it hurts right now. To see, as I was watching this game tonight, I was like, man, what's that old saying? Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Remember when the Saints were winning division titles every year? And one of a contender, a serious contender in the NFC and possible Super Bowl every year. Remember that? Those days are gone. This team needs help everywhere. Don't have quality backups. Landon Young has to go too. Nice guy, but he got to go. The Saints almost need a drill sergeant type of a coach, but a fair coach, an intelligent coach. And another thing, how the hell do the Saints the clock management tonight at the end of the first half was just horrible. Just horrible. So where do we go from here, family? The lines are open. The link is in the chat. Come on in. Let's read some of your chats. Chantel, how you doing? Annie Marie, Elizabeth Rose Volowski, the law firm is in the house. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Sydney said Derek Carr would have struggled with that offensive line tonight. Yeah, he would have, but the Saints would have scored tonight if Derek Carr would have played. Sister Misdemeanor Crimes, how you doing? All right, who else is in the building? All right, we got Sister Misdemeanor coming on. Marley Mall says, I just hope Gil remove Mickey after the season. Demote him. Move him to vice president. Strip him of his GM title. Strip him. And if he don't want to accept it, kick him in his ass and show him the door. I'm not being nice about this shit. I'm not being polite about this. I'm not gonna be rude, but I'm gonna tell you this. Not be nice about this shit. We're not about to accept no mediocrity. We're not about to go through 15, 20 years of this shit. No mediocrity. Because you got a GM. Because you got a GM who's stubborn, who doesn't want to admit that he made the wrong hire 2.5 years ago. His boy, his homie.
I don't understand why this mess keeps going like this.
This is ridiculous. Just like it was painful. It was so painful tonight to watch this. I couldn't even get angry. All I could do was shake my head and look at a once proud franchise that turned around tonight and looked like the franchise that struggled for over 30-something years to get respect. And in just 2.5 damn years, This shit turned into that, what we just watched. That was a laughing stock. People are laughing at this shit. You get shut out on national TV. You can't even get a damn field goal. You can't manage the clock. And since the beginning of the season, even when they started with that damn Mirage 2-game winning streak, this damn defense has not learned how to tackle. In the defense, everybody was on me early in the year when I was saying the defense is trash. They've been trash. They've been overrated. It started last year, but actually started before the Green Bay game last year. Here you have a rookie quarterback, prime time, Monday Night Football, Lambeau Field against the Green Bay Packers. The Packers purposely take the ball. So your best unit, your strongest unit, your defense, that unit that says we want to be on the field, we want to be them dudes. And what happens? From the opening kickoff, the Packers running right down their throat and running right up their ass all night long. The Packers had 9 different people run the ball. They ran for over 190 yards tonight. This team lacks talent. The players that were those guys, their skills have diminished. They are not every down players anymore. For some of you, that's hard to listen to, so hard to hear. But facts are the facts. It's time to move on. Now, who are some keepers on this team? We know, I say Kendrick Miller. I'm telling you right now, though he had a false start tonight, you got a potential all-pro, multi-time, I believe, Pro Bowler, and Talisa Fuaga. I believe Trevor Penning has turned himself into a viable starting right tackle in the National Football League. He's better than Cesar Ruiz. He's better than Louis Patrick. He's better than Ali Udo. He's better than Landon Young. He's better than Lemieux. See where I'm going with that? See what happens when you let him play and develop? Cesar Ruiz, other than that 1 year, has been inconsistent and bad. Him and Patrick got beat to this shit. I mean, sometimes it just gives you a headache when you just think about it, family. But I mean, tonight it was just reality just set in. It's gonna be a long, long process. I don't see a quick fix to this. I don't. But it has to be the right person. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can keep saying. They have to hire the right person. And quite frankly, they have to have the right people doing the hiring. I got you, Jerry. They got to have the right people doing the hiring. But right now, do you, family, everybody in the chat, do you have confidence in the current structure of the New Orleans Saints front office that they will get the next hire, get this all-important hiring of the next head coach of New Orleans Saints to turn this thing around, that they will get it right? Right now, do you have confidence? Do you have confidence and faith in Mickey Loomis to do the right thing, hire the right person? I don't. Prove me wrong, but I don't. I told you, to me, he's the Jerry Krause of the NFL. He's Jerry Krause. He's trying to prove that, hey, it wasn't just Sean and Drew. I helped build it. I built that team. I put it together. They gave me, I did what they wanted. I went out and I got the groceries. Okay. Well, since number 9 walked out the building and Sean Payton walked out the building, well, he was going out the building right after Drew went out the building anyway. Mentally, he had checked out. But since those two have gone, the best the New Orleans Saints have done is 9-8. And some of the things that were happening tonight, you couldn't even write this stuff, man. Good opening drive, and what happens? You get a penalty. Got another good drive. What happens? He just loses the ball. Got a good drive going the third. You're just trying to get something on the board. Made a great play with a jump throw, excellent throw, a thought. Then comes back predetermined where he's going with the ball. Doesn't go through his progression. Doesn't read the defense. Throws intercept. Calling Saunders backs the ball up. Has another opportunity to grab his second intercept of the season on Monday Night Football. But instead of him being able to grab the ball, Alontae Taylor wants to be greedy. He wants to try to steal that from him. Selfishness. The Saints don't have a starting cornerback. I said it earlier. The Saints don't have a starting cornerback on this team. They do not have a starting cornerback. I would trade Alontae Taylor ass. You want him, you can have him. I told you, everybody's up. I'll trade Chris Olave ass. Rashid Shaheed. For the right person. But I'm going to take some of y'all comments. I see, all right. Gail, nah, she not going to remove Mickey. Let me see. Lou Dub, for real, how you doing? Said DA should have been let go at the end of last season, but Mickey Pride got in the way. Yes, sir. Lester, how you doing? Can you develop Rattler, draft a quarterback, and get all? That's the thing. Whoever the new coach is, that coach, that offensive coordinator, and that QB coach, can they develop Spencer Rattler? Can they develop the quarterback that they draft and bring in? They're going to have to be good teachers, and they're going to have to develop some of the young talent. Brian Bresee is a talented young player on the New Orleans Saints. All right, Jerry, I'm going to get you in. You ready, Jerry?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we got Jerry. Let's see who else we got. Randy says, I wouldn't mind if we start Rattler next year. That way, if you got it, still great. If not, draft your next franchise quarterback. With that offensive line play tonight, yes, he made rookie mistakes tonight. Hell, he's a rookie. He made rookie mistakes tonight. Okay? But to me, he still showed promise. But at the same time, man, that the Saints need so much help everywhere.
You ain't lying, brother.
It's everywhere. The backups are horrible, especially on the offensive line. They are terrible.
No, dog, everybody is terrible. Everybody.
Lewis Patrick and Cesar Ease. You're starting left guard and right guard. Like I said, they're just two bodies on the field. They both can go. I'm keeping I got my tackles. I got my two young tackles. Kendrick Miller just has to stay healthy, which is a big if. But he has to stay healthy. The talent is undeniable with that kid. To me, it's all about health. And he has to work on his hands. He has something to work on there. Of course, Elvin is Elvin. Like it or not, the head coach, like I said, either he's going to like Derek Carr or he isn't. But if I'm coming in to be the next head coach of New Orleans Saints, the one thing you not going to tell me to do is who is my quarterback going to be. Because I'm going to sink and I'm going to swim with my guys. And Derek Carr is not my guy. May not be that coach's guy. Clint Kubiak does not make adjustments. I know all the talent that the Saints are missing. But as a play caller, as a coach, we always say this. You put your players in positions to be successful. You call plays to the strength of the players that you have available to you. Some things you can't call for Kendrick that you call for Elvin. Some things you can't call for Jordan Mills that you call for Elvin. That's when you got to know your players. You got to know their strengths. You got to know how to attack with what you have. We don't have that. Go ahead with your thoughts, Jerry.
Well, only thing I can say, dog, if anybody wants some free donuts, if anybody wants some free eggs, they're available. Because we ain't scoring not 1 point in this game, bro. Oh, man. But all jokes aside, dog, I mean, we already knew. And I speak for everybody when I say this. I know everybody already knew that we weren't coming into Lambeau Field and pull an upset on this team, bruh.
Listen, Jerry, I knew we weren't going to win the game, but I damn sure didn't think that which we were subject to watch tonight would appear on the damn field.
On national television, dude.
That was pathetic, and that was an injunction on the interim head coach. You are not the guy for the job.
No, you're not.
You are not the guy for the job. Rah shit is over with. Because that rah shit will roll out, and it didn't travel to Lambeau. They didn't get the message. You didn't have them prepared. And they came out there, and they looked like shit.
And got embarrassed on Monday Night Football. Yes.
When is the last time the Saints haven't gotten embarrassed? Think about it. On a primetime game.
On a Monday night.
On a Monday night or a Sunday night. Every time. Don't look. I guarantee you. Saints won't have a primetime game next year. They might have one, if that. And in the one primetime game they might have, I bet you be in preseason. If I'm a network and I don't want this shit on my network. What?
Hey, dog. Let me say this right here. While you're on that point, I want to say this. Next season, in the 2025-26 season, I just want noon games and afternoon games. I don't want no Thursday night football. I don't want no Sunday night football. I don't want no Monday night football, no Christmas special, none of that. Just give me noon and afternoon games on Sundays. That's all I want. I don't care if it's noon. I don't care if it's 3:05, 3:15, 3:30, 3:25. Just give me those, but not at night, bro. Because we are not good at night. Them days are over.
I don't want Ben Johnson. I'm telling everybody that right now.
I'm gonna just tell you right there.
I don't want Ben Johnson.
Neither do I.
Ben Johnson don't want the Saints. I don't want Ben Johnson.
Now I'll let Ben stay up there in Detroit. He doing fine. Just fine up there.
Let him go to Chicago, wherever his heart is.
Wherever, but not here.
Whoever, I say it again, I'm gonna say it again. If the person that they're hiring heart is not with New Orleans, in New Orleans, wanting to be in New Orleans, wanting to be the guy to take the Saints job, who's designed to be the guy where this is their first choice, I don't want their ass. I don't want them.
I agree.
Now that might mean this. That might mean that whoever the better guy that interviewed, the guy that interviewed the best, I might have to move on from him because he really doesn't have us number one on his list. We're like forward on this list. Because remember, they're gonna have a lot of firings at Black Monday on Monday after the season. So you're gonna have a lot of more jobs opening. Yeah. So where does the Saints job fall in that category of the potential head coaching candidates for 2025? I know damn well it's not number one. Now the good thing is, I will say this: you got an owner who is not meddling, who's not meddlesome. So that's a good thing. But the problem is you got the GM. The GM is the problem too.
Yes.
If he goes, if he is stripped of his GM title and is just the vice president of football operations, fine. Find a new GM.
Dog, I'm trying to stay stress free after looking at this embarrassment tonight because Lord have mercy. I'm trying to keep it real, bro. I'm trying to keep it real.
and let me say this, man. Well, know what I felt. I found funny yesterday was, and this is no slap at none of my Coach Saints podcasts or anything. Why the hell was everybody reporting about the Saints officially eliminated from the playoffs? Saints been eliminated from the playoffs.
You know what? You know something, dog?
I was like, why is everybody? Oh, the Saints are eliminated from the playoffs. The Saints been eliminated from the playoffs.
Dude,
this damn team lost 7 straight games.
I'll get ready to tell you that right there. That's what started what brewing the elimination.
When the hell did
7 games?
When the hell did we think at any time in that 7-game losing streak that this damn team, or what we saw after that, that this damn team was playoff worthy?
Dude,
they're not even they're the worst team in the NFC South.
Yes, they are.
I said it earlier. Carolina right now, its future looks brighter than the New Orleans Saints.
And you know what? I still thank Carolina for losing up there to get Dennis Allen the hell up out of here, because that dude about to drive me to the bone.
And a lot of these players, they got to go, man.
You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dog.
A lot of players that
need some young players. You need some young players out there because because Davis is old, Jordan is old.
We need some young players,
Jerry, bro.
No, Jerry. Everybody with young player. We need good football players.
We need some. We need some dogs. That's what we need. Not no kitty cat.
We need good football players. Young, old, middle age, retired, unretired. I don't give a damn.
No football.
We need good football players. We need good football coaches who are able to teach. And we need a head coach who's able to get through to his team, who's able to connect with his team mentally. That's what this team needs. Now, this offseason ain't going to be boring. I can tell you that. We're going to have a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
And again, shout out to Ross and John Hendricks, and because they dropped some knowledge. Just as I was about to ask the question, Ross he actually answered it for me. Like he said, don't expect the Saints to have a head coach before the Senior Bowl. Don't expect that hire until after the Senior Bowl. It's all right. That was the question I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Did they think it was important that the Saints have a head coach in place before the Senior Bowl or after? Saints may have to rearrange their scouting department. Let's talk about the hits that they've got in the draft lately. Brian Brucey, I would think that's a hit. Alante Taylor, I'll say Alante's. He a hit. I'll say Alante is a hit. Paulson Adebo was a hit, but he's injured and his contract be up, so there's no telling. Even though he was injured, there's no telling if he even wants to come back here. You got rid of Marshawn Lattimore, and I think that was personal.
Yep.
You know, so you got him. I already saved Fuaga. I already saved Penny. Of course, the great Eric McCoy. Of course, Alvin Kamara. Of course, Shaheed and Olave. But let me ask y'all this. Do we really have a number 1 wide receiver on this team?
With the injuries we got, dog, my answer to that question
Because right now, Chris Olave, to me, is a good number 2 receiver masquerading as a number 1. Too small to get hurt too much. First of all, the concussions are something to really consider with him. We need to upgrade the receiving room. We need to upgrade the tight end room. I'll keep Foster Moreau. I get rid of Juwan Johnson. You can't count on him. Here today, gone for 3 months. Then he appears again. Can't count on him. And think about this: with Elvin out, with Shaheed out, with Olave out, who should have been the next man standing up for the Saints? Should have been Juwan Johnson. But he couldn't answer the call. He couldn't answer the bell. He failed to answer the bell. Ain't no sugarcoating no more. These players got to go. It's going to be a new day. Next year's team, half of them you ain't going to know. You're going to see familiar old faces in new places. Just like you had to see for the last 2 weeks, Marshawn, rocking in Washington. Okay, you don't be surprised if you see Saints might trade P. Warner. I told you everything's up. Right now, you got to have everything up. Maybe Tyron retires. Again, maybe you trade Alontae Taylor. Maybe you trade Kool-Aid McKinstry, even though I trade him too. Nobody's locked down solid on that side of the ball, but Brian Bresee. That's it.
Yeah.
And Cam till he retired.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Cam been on.
Dog, we just need new everything, bro. We just need new everything. You know what? Let me pinpoint that right there.
Which one? What that?
We need to go ahead and let Mickey Loomis step down and let Kyle Harley be the next general manager for this team.
Why? And I've been one calling Kyle saying Kyle too, but if we go clean house, man, so what? Kyle can go too. I know y'all gonna disagree with me. I know y'all gonna disagree with me. I know y'all. I know y'all gonna disagree with me. Kyle done had to manipulate the cap and shit because of Mickey crazy ass.
Mm-hmm. The only thing with me, dog.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kyle being the GM. But my thing is, if Kai is made the GM, let's say Mickey relinquishes his GM status and just serves as vice president of football operations, will he be heavily trying to influence the decisions of Kyle Hartley as the GM? In other words, will Kyle Hartley be his own man? That's what I'm saying. No disrespect to Kyle, but these are some questions you have to ask. These are legitimate. That's a legitimate question because it's the same regime. He's just falling back, but yet would he be in Kyle's ear? Would Kyle know him, or would Kyle say, "Well, I'm gonna lean on him because of all his years of experience"? I don't know. They brought Randy Mueller back in the building.
That's a sad part.
This is what I'm talking about. They always reach back to what's comfortable for them. This team needs to be shaken up from the foundation, from the top down. They need to be shaken up. Now, there was a report, not asked John, not asked Ross, that the owner of the Houston Rockets is interested in purchasing the New Orleans Saints. But like they informed me and everyone who was in the chat, Miss Benson is not going to sell the Saints. But damn, if you're not going to sell the Saints, I know she trusts those that she has placed in authority to run the organization, the overseers of our organization. But that overseer, he has got power. He has gotten power hungry. It is time to bring him back down, to let him know this is not his organization, that he is an employee, and that he does not have the last word. Mickey Loomis got to go. Well, Dennis Allen's gone, fine. Mickey Loomis cannot be the GM of this team.
Exactly.
We cannot have this man picking the next head coach for us. Wouldn't it be an honest damn process? Think about it. Will it? Yes, they interviewed 5 candidates last time. They spent a lot of time with Aaron Glenn. Why? Because they're familiar with him. Dennis Allen, when we know why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But you had a Super Bowl winning coach. You just had a damn Zoom call with. You had Eric Bieniemy, who was along with Andy Reid, who was the architect of that Chiefs offense that was humming along at that time. You kept the man here for 8 hours and then go offer him a damn offensive coordinator job. Man. And we're supposed to have confidence in a disrespectful, egotistic person like Mickey Loomis, who goes into a press conference chewing gum the entire time
and don't care about the Who That Nation. All he cares about is himself.
And saying that we're not qualified.
And we got to look beyond the results.
The results is
Man,
your
please.
team tonight. Look at can you? I bet. Are you going to look Mickey Loomis?
Bruh,
Are you going to look beyond the results of the night? Huh? Are you going to say what? Injuries tonight?
Mm-hmm. No score.
Huh? You got shut out on national TV. It wasn't even close. That shit was embarrassing. I keep saying embarrassing because there's not a damn word for embarrassing.
With a capital E.
That shit was low.
Embarrassing.
It was low. It was pathetic.
It was pitiful. It was sad to watch. But does Mickey? But look, does Mickey Loomis care?
Here you got this beautiful ass dome. Them been renovated on the inside, state of the art. And y'all want us to pay we done built that damn dome up and turned it into state of the art in the inside, and you want to give us this damn trash?
Bruh.
No, the hell with us. No, the hell with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like we supposed to take this shit. We ain't supposed to take this shit. I said I wasn't go cuss, but damn, I'm tired of it. We shouldn't have to look at that.
Dog, I hear you. It
shouldn't look like that, man.
I agree with you, and I honestly 100% agree with you.
You got players that's fucking just getting a damn check. That this means something to us.
That's all
when
it is.
When you come play in New Orleans for all y'all future New Orleans Saints players, when you bring your ass to play in New Orleans, this shit means something to us. That name on it means something to us.
Exactly.
If you just want to collect a check, don't bring your ass here. Because we call out your fake asses straight up with your fake asses. And a lot of fake ass players on this team too. Collecting checks.
That's all they're looking for. Well, look, like they always say, you get paid to win and you get paid to lose. And that's all they're looking for, dog, is a paycheck to collect.
Jerry, it's crazy. You can lose a football game.
Yeah.
Okay. We Saints lost for it. It's the way you lose. It's the way they lost tonight. It's the way they lost.
Bruh.
I didn't see any passion. Did you at one time see the cameras go to the sideline and see anybody on the defense in anybody's face? How about the offensive line? Do you see John Benton cussing out the offensive line? I know they all men, but damn it, sometimes you got to just let it go. Huh? No, you didn't. Because tonight, walking onto that field was a defeated team. Mentally. That team checked out. And they checked out on their interim head coach. They checked out on their brothers, themselves. And they checked out on Who That Nation. And they got 2 weeks. 2 weeks is all they have.
Yep. The Raiders and the Buccaneers.
To make up. Try to make up, because you don't have another primetime game. And probably won't have it until you prove that you deserve to have one within the next 2 years. They are going to have to prove that what we saw tonight is not the norm. Because
It was a total
The
complete.
Packers had 9 different people run the ball. They were calling people up from the practice squad to run the ball on the Saints tonight. Have you ever heard of Brooks Wilson?
Mm-mm.
They ran the ball on the Saints tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the players aren't the only one auditioning for jobs for next year. A lot of these coaches auditioning for jobs too. Joe Woods, Clint Kubiak, Janoko, Williams. Man, everybody get the hell out of here. Everybody get the hell out of here.
Everybody's clean house.
Everybody just clean house, man. Y'all, thank y'all, but man, thank y'all for
thank y'all for spending your time here.
Look like fucking like the
dude,
like a sinking ship, bro. Like the
Titanic.
We're not even the Titanic, man. The Titanic at least went down with a fight. They didn't even go down with a fight tonight, bro. That's what this shit was just so embarrassing. We definitely got to get Mason Graham in the first round, despite our heavy needs on this team. I guess we start turning our attention to the draft, man.
Yep. As a matter of fact, that's all we playing for right now. See who we select in the draft. Lester
says who that nation needs to get around the facility and pick of this shit. No, stop spending your money.
No.
Hit them in the
South say save your money, bruh. Save it.
Don't spend your money.
No.
Don't spend your money.
Keep that money in your pocket. Keep it.
And we don't spend money, they gonna leave. They ain't going nowhere.
Man, we need to get some picket signs.
You know about how much they got to pay to leave? And where they gonna go and get a sweet ass deal, sweeter than that they got in New Orleans. There ain't too many places. Saints can't leave the damn near 23rd or something anyway. I'm not worrying about that. And quite frankly, if this is the shit that you giving us, man, let the door Lord hit you with a good Lord split you.
Mm-hmm. Amen to that.
And I'm gonna say this, Ms. Benson, if you ain't serious about winning, because right now both of your franchises are fucking pathetic.
Yep, both the Saints and the Pelicans.
I was saying I think what Willie Green ass should be fired too.
Mm-hmm. Because
his ass should be fired too.
Yep, he should be. Hey, dog.
Man,
it's
just frustrating as hell to have to watch this shit tonight.
Dude, Dolph, you're not the only one, bro. Look, when the score was 21-0, or 24-0, or 27-0 before halftime, I said, "That's it."
Maul said, "How much does Kai know about football?" I'm sure he knows about football, man. How to put a team together. I mean, he's there in the meetings. He's there and going through the process and everything. So I'm sure he knows about it. Listen, don't forget, Kai's interviewed the last 2 years for GM jobs. So teams around the National Football League are noticing Kai. You don't just get an interview by chance now. Just to get an interview. They're selective about the people that they choose to bring in to interview. Remember, Kai got interviewed the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, right. Gail has a part in this too. You are correct. Pelican Nola say, "Brother Dog, come on in. Ain't that the truth? Rizzy and Willie had." Yeah, they both got to go.
Especially Willie, because because every night, if you watch the Pelicans,
bro, I
lose every game. It's like
this, bro.
It's sad, bro.
I'm not even a Pelican fan. There you go, y'all.
No,
I cannot sit down and watch that shit,
bruh.
Because it's been the same shit for the last 3-4 years. I cannot watch this underachieving shit. That shit is too frustrating to watch, bro. I refuse to put myself through it. I do it enough with the damn Saints, and I got more time invested in the New Orleans Saints than I do the Pelicans. I'm not a Pelicans fan. I don't even watch their ass.
Man,
because they're hard to watch.
Because every time you turn around, they're always losing this game. They're always losing that game.
And
It's
both of these
the
teams,
same thing happens every night. That's what I hear.
And both of these teams have the same problem. Injuries. Can't
stay healthy.
But how about you upgrade? How about you upgrade your backup talent on both teams? How about that?
How about you update that damn medical staff?
Shit.
That's probably why we got, dude, dog. We got a injury list that's so long. I mean, like looking on a piece of paper. It's like looking at It's like looking at a grocery list, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's
Detroit,
it's
but that's the excuse. Look at all the injuries Detroit got.
Yeah, and look at and they winning left and right.
So that's an excuse. That's why I don't want you to hear nothing about no injuries. So what? Like they're talking about everybody who is injured. So what? And it's about opportunity. You got everybody who played tonight, everybody in that receiver core, that running back room, offensive line, defense. Tonight, if somebody was injured, tonight was your opportunity. This is your opportunity. When Marshawn Lattimore got traded, Alante Taylor, you cried about being on the outside. Now you got your chance to be on the outside. Kool-Aid McKinstry, you're a second-round pick. Paulson Adebo unfortunately got hurt. Now you got your opportunity. And ain't a damn one of y'all been taking advantage of it. Not a one. Man, this shit pathetic, man. Listen, it's a dream.
No,
they would. Let me first of all, they won't go after Mike Tomlin because his personality is too strong. He's a leader of men. So if Mickey Loomis has anything, nah, that's out. That's not even it.
Look, and Santel, you can just you can throw that pipe dream in the garbage because the Lord knows that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
Mike Tomlin ain't coming out. He fine up there where he all right up there where he is in Pittsburgh. He ain't coming down here.
Let's see.
So you can squash it.
Yeah, y'all, you can squash that, dog. He is not. But what's crazy though, when I go, because sometimes I listen to different podcasts and go to listen to different radio stations of teams, and a lot of people in Pittsburgh they actually talk about getting rid of Mike Tomlin, because of their lack of success in the playoffs. But your spoiled asses have never, ever under his watch. Now, and I heard some people say, "Oh, it's blown out of proportion that he's never had a losing season."
Never had. Since 2007, since he got the job, he never had a losing season. Go ahead, Jerry. I was just gonna say that dude never had a losing season since he became head coach with the Steelers since 2007 after Cowell left. That man, the only furthest Tomlin had in a losing season is 8-8. That was before the extra game was added.
Right. Then
not one time.
That's right. If the Panthers beat the Bucs Sunday, they'll be ahead of the Saints in the division. Where they belong ahead of the Saints. Because right now they're a better football team than the New Orleans Saints.
Mm-hmm. And look what happened on Sunday. They eliminated Carolina from their playoff dream.
Yeah, Arizona, they eliminated the Cardinals. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Dallas, and who else? 49ers, us.
The window was shut.
Yeah, it was already shut.
On the 49ers, I'm saying the window was shut.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about
yesterday was just funny to me. I didn't understand. Again, like I said, I didn't understand everybody talking. Everybody, Saints have officially been eliminated. Saints been damn eliminated. What the hell y'all thought the same? Come on, man, we better than that.
See that that's what they thinking, dog. They thinking because they think they still alive in the hunt when we already know it was already fading.
I feel you, Monster Love. I feel you, brother. Sydney says bad play calling. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want Ben Johnson either.
Nah.
I don't want Aaron Glenn or Verbal. Okay.
Well, Saints made.
Saints baby better judge.
Yeah, you talk. Well,
well, if Aaron Rodgers there, it is. Cause
yeah,
he a coach and the GM killer. He a coach killer. Him.
That you talking about somebody that really need to go to the house is him.
Chantel said, Jerry, what if the Saints hire Rizzo as head coach? Baby, that ball was sealed. That ball was sealed and was kicked out and froze in the frozen tundra tonight. That shit ain't happening. He better enjoy these last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Do you know what kind of uproar it'd be if the New Orleans Saints hire some damn Rizzy? Come on, man. I'm serious. I would literally fly my ass home and walk around with a picket sign. Sell the team. Sell the damn team.
I don't blame you, T Dirty, for going into work, bro.
Well, right now we're projected to be about 60 to 65 million over the cap. The cap is supposed to be increased by maybe 10 to 15 million. The Saints they'll be all right. They'll get under the cap, but the thing is, exactly when they do get under the cap, and depending on what moves they make in the off season and everything, who they decide to make possible post June 1st cuts, what day money, how much day money they decide to eat. The thing is, how much will they have under the cap? But they'll get there. I never worry about the Saints getting under the cap. That's why people talk, they was 70-something million, 60-something. This was a team, remember, this team was 100-something million over the cap and got under it and went out and got exactly who they wanted. So they can do it, man. So it'll be easy. Mr. Mina's sister Barbara said we'll be 80 plus, actually 80 million. Yeah. So we in it, man. This team became a mess when Sean passed over Lamar Jackson for Davenport. We would have never signed Cole. We had Lamar. Well, Maul, first of all, I got to correct that wrong. I got it from credible sources that Sean Payton did not want Marcus Davenport. He wanted Lamar Jackson. And he was overruled in the draft room. And I wonder by who.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that. If the Saints would have drafted Lamar Jackson, Sean Payton still in New Orleans? Hell yeah. Free agents wanting to come to New Orleans? Hell yeah. New Orleans a place, a destination. A lot of coaches want to come, be part of. Hell yeah. Dennis Allen, the head coach, do Fred want to come to New Orleans? Hell no. Darren Rizzi, head coach New Orleans Saints, or players knocking over to come to New Orleans? Hell no. So, but yeah, Mo, I got it from a credible source, man, that Sean Payton did not want Marcus Davenport, that he wanted Lamar Jackson. And the brain trust in the room outvoted him and went with the great Marcus, always injured Davenport. Fuck out of here, man.
We call him Davenport.
You can't make this young. Randy said Chase Young, aka Mr. Almost Sack. Oh man, let's see who else we got in here. Chantel says Dolph. Okay, I read that one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Pelicans notices Zion not coming back in the fat tootie boy. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, buddy.
Rose said, "What up? What up, bro? What's up, my brother? Come on in." Uh-oh. I heard you say my brother in the house dirty. Wait till y'all watch my video tomorrow. Ooh, they gonna get it. Lucky I'm at work already. I can't wait.
I already watched it, bro.
I can't wait to see it. Chantel Dolph suggests to try to get Kevin Stefanski from Cleveland. He won coach of the year twice. Yeah. Who knows, you know? All we can do is just, I fell asleep on this shit that I didn't even know that Malik Willis that came. Yeah, they put Malik. Yeah, they put Malik Willis in the game, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's how bad it good. Bro,
that was the dude from Tennessee.
They said we look like diarrhea. Man, that's being too kind right there.
Bro.
The guys were talking.
We look worse than that, bro.
Cause they still gotta pay. No, man, they can pay. They ain't have a head coach. They can still pay the they gonna still have to pay the money out. I mean, yeah, D on the hook for defense contract and high cap. Nah, they can pay that out. That's not true, man. Jerry, let Dove get your last words. Hanging with Cheesehead says, how you feeling? Hanging with Cheesehead, what's going on, my brother? How you doing, man? Shit, I ain't feeling good, man. Man, I ain't congratulating his ass. Shit, they supposed to win that game. Yeah, I'm just disappointed. I expected them to win. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to win the game.
Packers did the most damage. We in this shit.
You know what I mean? I'm disappointed by the effort, the lack of fight. That shit was embarrassing. Not that they lost. None of us, in all truth, none of us expected the Saints to go out there and win the damn game. But they put up a fight, show up.
I mean, just
be competitive.
Give it your all.
They weren't even competitive tonight. They were trash, dumpster juice. Damn, that's why I'm pissed off. But thank you for being here, my brother. Appreciate you. Now, my question to you is,
same to you, Rose City.
Is you feeling good tonight? My question to you is, in the playoffs. In the playoffs.
Yep. That's a different story.
When you go, matter of fact, I hope y'all don't get the Rams. Right now, the Rams are a scary team.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever get that draw to go play the Rams in that wild card round, they in for a tussle. And they getting better and they getting healthier.
Yeah.
Not like a lot of teams who are getting injuries at the end of the season. The Rams are in reverse. They're actually getting healthy. But listen, the Packers got a good team. But my thing is with the Packers is when they play a competent team, a good football team, not a trash ass team like our Saints currently are, that defense is suspect. That defense. But that could be said too, truthfully. That could be said for Detroit. To me, Detroit's defense is their Achilles heel in the AFC. Buffalo's defense, to me, is their Achilles heel. Hell, even Kansas City's defense. So come playoff time, you gonna need defense because defense is come playoff time. Each player, all playoff teams, they're gonna need their defense to come up with timely stops. You're gonna have to get stops to win. It ain't gonna be all just shootout. You can even have a game that's a shootout, 47-46. But during that game, one of those defense is going to get that critical stop. That's what I'm saying, man.
I'll be looking for it, T Dirty.
All right. Who the Saints have left to play, dog? Play the Raiders Sunday, and then they close out with the Buccaneers. Saints ain't winning either game. Saints gonna lose the Raiders.
There you go.
Why? I mean, I'm with Carlos.
After what they look like tonight.
All right, Ro. Good night to you too, brother. I'm about to sign off in a little bit.
Yeah.
We don't know the draft position yet, but we'll soon know. We got 2 weeks. We'll start knowing, especially as a player. Money is the reason we won't get quality free agents or a coach that's good enough to take. I disagree, sister. It ain't the money. They can pay the money. They can pay the money to get whoever they want. Salary cap ain't stopping them from getting whoever they want. Think about this one. If it was a player that the Saints wanted, when has the salary cap stopped the Saints from going to get that player? It hasn't. And it won't stop them from hiring the right coach. It won't stop them from hiring the head coach. I don't know. I hope it's the right coach. All right. Dub says, what you think about asking Breeze to lose some pounds and Brees should lose some pounds and move to the end because he's a great pass rusher, but he can't play the run. He's still a young player, just his second year. Next year, he'll be his third year. Develop as a run defender. Develop, become a total player. Because if he becomes stout against the run, to go along with his repertoire, his pass rushing ability, man, I'm telling you, you got something special there in that kid. You do. All right. Maul says, I'm holding my judgment on Gail Benson until after season. She may do the right thing. We should help. JLJ 504 said the performance was 100% pure USD charge shit. Who do you guys want to draft in the first round? Man, the best player available, best player on the board, because the Saints need help everywhere.
Yeah. Both offense and defense.
Dirty said, I'm talking full video, Jerry. That was my halftime video.
Yeah, I saw the halftime video. I'm just waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting on the full video.
I'll
be on the lookout.
I thought the coach salary is different from the salary cap. The Saints can still pay for the coach they want. Yeah, they can play for whatever coach they want. Salary cap has to deal with the players. Pelicans no dog. Who is the next player to get traded from the Saints? Cesar Ruiz.
Cesar salary.
Cesar Ruiz needs to go. Cesar Ruiz. I'm telling you, Alante Taylor. I keep saying it because he's a young, promising player. Alante Taylor. That's it. Maybe you consider trading Alavia Shaheed. I don't know, but definitely Cesar Ruiz and cut Lewis Patrick and Lemieux and Ali Udo and Landon Young. Cut them all. Only returning offensive lineman should be McCoy, Fuaga, and Penny. How far is Penny come? Penny is now more consistent, is a better football player than Cesar Ruiz. It's crazy, man. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad with the Saints trading down. Right now, I think the Saints, from their record, probably looking at a top 12, a top 10, top 12 pick. Eric, how you doing on the West Coast?
Yeah, because I know we got a lot of picks, from that that Lattimore trade.
Well, we got another third from that one. So now the Saints got two threes, I believe.
I think so.
So but we'll take a look at that stuff, man.
We
got time for that.
We got plenty of time.
And we'll be returning to the Senior Bowl this year. Going back out to the Senior Bowl, trying to get into the East-West Shrine game also. Want to get to the Heritage Bowl in New Orleans too. Let me see. Saints can beat the Raiders because they tank. Yeah, the Raiders tanking too, but the Raiders got that beast young tight end, and the Saints can't stop tight ends, not even tonight. So oh my God, I just realized Brock Bowers. What's the over-under, y'all? All right, give me the over-under. Brock Bowers next week. 100 yards, 110 yards receiving. Would y'all go with the over-under that this week when the Saints take on the Raiders? Brock Bowers. Not sure about the comps rate, Lester. I think the comps go by what the players you lose, like their seniority, it has to be like a player who's been, and don't quote me on this, I believe, because it's been a while since I thought about this. I believe a player has to have at least 4 years of experience or something like that. When the comp picks come in, you basically got to lose more than you get. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's how it works when you get down the gist of. Yeah, the Saints off season. Yeah, it's swole for. Yeah, it started tonight. It started tomorrow. Bob's gonna have a field day on us. I already know. I'm there go sit back and watch that shit. But look, fam, it's been good talking. Y'all, listen, I need everybody in here. Here's what I need y'all to do, man. Because how many of us in here tonight, Jerry? Right now, we got about, 28 of us. I know some of y'all.
More than that.
Yeah, I know some of y'all go watch this later, right? I know y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all go watch this tomorrow and everything. But here's what I need y'all to do.
That's the after show, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to TJ Jones. Shout out to the after show, boys.
Yeah. Shout out to TJ, man. What I need y'all to do, family, first of all, I need everybody in the chat right now before you leave out of here to hit that like bell. And if it's your first time, subscribe. But here's what I need y'all to do. I need each and every single one of you right now, family. It only go take a minute. I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Link should pop up in the chat in a minute now. All right, there it is right there. Here's what I need, family. I need each and every single one of you right now to go over, hit that link in the chat, and go subscribe to the Come On In Sports Network, which is the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, uneducated sports talk hosted by Carlos and PJ, and Tuesdays with TJ, and Eagles Talk with TJ. Beware the Stampede and Come On In Bills, hosted by Jeremy. Real Fan Sports, of course, hosted by Zach and Non-Fiction. And of course, the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, hosted by yours truly and the legendary Coach Rock. Listen, we got some great things going. We building the network, family. We thank y'all for y'all support, but we trying to get our subscription though. We're at 175 now. We need y'all, everyone tonight, right now, family. Hit that, please, right now. It only gonna take you a minute. Just hit it, go over there and subscribe, family. Let's get over that 200 mark and join us each and every Sunday morning, all the way through the Super Bowl. We got you covered each and every Sunday morning with the #1 and fastest growing pregame show on all the social media, baby. That's right. As the NFL turns, you got every Sunday morning, we're live. We're getting y'all with thoughts on the games. We have special guests coming in from around the nation to talk to you guys. We open up the lines. If you guys want to come on before kickoff to give us your thoughts about the game, y'all know how we do it, family. So again, please, thank you, Pelicans. No, just subscribe. I appreciate that. Please, everybody, please. This your boy, dog. I'm asking y'all for my Christmas present right now.
I did my part, so I'm good.
Come on over there, family. Subscribe right now. Build us up. Look, great content. We got real fans, but we covering cricket, man. The brothers covering cricket, rugby. You got one of the best play-by-players on all social media, and Carlos. The man just did over 9 hours of, well, I ain't gonna say 9 because he turned that first game off because it was so horrible. But the man live streamed 3 straight college football playoffs games, man.
Yes,
the man, he does basketball. He's awesome, man. You got Jeremy, Beware the Stampede, great insight. And it's another team. You get to see how another fan base thinks. He brings you around. We got the Buffalo Bills. He knows about the NFC, the AFC East. So man, we got a lot covered. We're trying to looking at bringing on some more individuals as far as for basketball. We're trying to get in baseball, hockey, everything, family. So we gonna be growing. We gonna start having special content. We're gonna have content on. We're looking at everything's in the plan and stay. We're looking out. We might have our own channel on Roku and Fire TV. So stay tuned for that. Be looking for that message. But we got some big plans for 2025, family, and it's all because of you. Again, right now, family, thank each and every single one of you. Listen,
just blaze.
This is what I'm gonna say before we get out of here. This is what I'm gonna say. Hold on, family. Be strong. Days like today are necessary. I'm gonna say it again. Days like today are necessary to bring about change and to realize that, hey, this process is way overdue and needed. And the future, we don't know what it holds right now. We don't know who the new coach is going to be. We don't know who his staff is going to be. We don't know the players they're going to be. They're going to bring in. We don't know the players they're going to move on from. But what we do know is that our loyalty and our love for our team and our city will never dwindle, ever. So again, I say this to all the future players and coaches, whoever it may be. If you love the city will love you back. But don't you come here trying to BS us, because we ain't going for it. We don't fall for it.
No,
we ain't no suckers.
No, we're not. We
real recognize real. If you real with us, we gonna be real with you.
That's right.
Saints need to hire the right person. They need to hire a leader of men. And that person has to be able to get his team to follow him, but he has to put the correct people around him. Coaching staff. He has to get teachers. He has to get those who will hold everyone in the room accountable, including themselves. So with that being said, family, Jerry, thank you as always, my brother, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, brother.
And listen, thank you, Chantel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank everybody for subscribing. Again, family, before we get out of here, if you haven't already, family, listen, let me go over there. I'm looking right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm looking right now, family. Let's get a month of 176. I got only 4. I got 20 something of y'all, and we only got 4 subscriptions. Come on, family.
Let's get them up to 200. Come on, let's go.
Come on, fam. Let's get it up there.
Spread the word out.
Get us on up there, family. Come on over there. Go ahead and hit that link, family. We got to get it over to 200. Let's get it up to 200 tonight. We at 176, and they had 20 or something. We got 14 of us in here right now. Some of us going to bed, like Dog about to go to bed, because Dog got to get up in a few hours. But hey, I'm here with the family. Let me see. Let me refresh it over there. Let me see if I refresh it over there. There we go. All right, Jerry, we're at the 179. That's good, but that's still not enough, family. We need more.
Come on with it.
I need everybody that's there right now. I need y'all to come on in. Hit that subscribe button right now, family. Hit that subscribe button. Keep that notification bell on, because there's always something happening over here. Again, come on in, Sports Network. Listen, y'all know how we get out of here. Love, and who that? All I can say is, family, keep hope alive. Better days are coming. It may be a while, but they're coming. And then we'll look back at this day and say, hey, remember that painful day to the day when we hope once again hosting that Lombardi, that second one, because I feel it. That second one's coming. It ain't going to be next year or the year after that, but it's coming, family. It's coming sooner than you think, because in my heart, I'm hoping and praying that the Saints, again, hire the right person. So with that being said, family, I want to say a good night to everyone. Enjoy your evening. A very happy Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone, man. Be safe. Enjoy your family. Enjoy yourselves, man. Appreciate the blessings that we do have, man. Like being able to sit here right now and hear each other's voices, to see each other texts, and to communicate with each other, man. Love your family, man, and love those who don't love you. Forgive people who have done you wrong, and pray that those who you have done wrong, they forgive you. Pray for everybody, man. Amen. And with that being said, family, listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And hey, guess what? I'll be here Sunday when the Saints take on the Raiders. I don't know why, but
win, lose or draw. We're gonna be here. That's
right. We're gonna be here, family.
Yes,
until then, family. Keep Keeping it real, who that sports pod, legendary coach Rod, Dog 17, let's rock. Who that? Boss kick, black and gold, let's go. First and goal, from the one, best believe, we go punch. Punching in, get them punch, with them saints, watch us march. Down the field, down your throat, keeping it real, who that sports. Breaking news, interviews, open lines just for you. Call in, join in, Pale Nation, just win. B.I., Mount Zion, Coach Green, oh my, CJ, JV, Trick or Trade, Jose. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby. Keep it real, baby.